Hello everybody, my name is Moyra Donaldson. I'm delighted to be able to read some poems for the Skibbereen Speakeasy. Thank you very much to Paul for the invitation. I'm reading to you here from my kitchen in County Down, sitting at my kitchen table, which is where I also do a lot of writing. So I thought I'd start off by reading you a poem about something that I can see out through my kitchen window, a gift from a friend for a big birthday, and the poem is called Stone. His companion's a little cast iron flying pig with stumpy wings and a brass dragonfly. For 12 years Buddha has sat, eyes closed, legs crossed, hands held cup shape in his lap. I have watched him through this time, most patient and unperturbed of creatures in this stone incarnation. A perfect spring perch for the crows who carry twigs and horsehair in their beaks, rest on him a moment before their onward lift to build their chimney nests. He doesn't mind the white shit crown that runs down his face across his eyelids. Rain will wash it off again. Winter snowfalls cap his head and cape his shoulders, gather on his thighs. He does not shift beneath. Summer sweet peas curl their tendrils round his feet. Mossy autumn furs him green among the fallen leaves, and he is neither disturbed nor pleased, seated outside my kitchen window, whilst inside I grow less steady. I'm reading these poems from my latest collection, published in 2018 from Dara Press, Carnivorous. And the next poem I'd like to read for you is a little poem which is about, I suppose, the stories that become part of the family stories. And this one is called Myth Making. It's as if we might have made them up. Like the night we camped on a hill in Donegal, above the sea and under a clear sky, watching the Perseids smear sudden streaks of brilliance across our holiday. And it was like eternity or timelessness or time or something. Our two young daughters awake after midnight and watching with us. They both remember too, I've asked. Even after 20 years, light is still seared across their retinas, the night when. A couple of years ago I was involved in a collaboration with a visual artist, a wonderful visual artist called Paddy Lennon from Wexford, and it was called Blood Horses. We did a publication together which was about the history of the thoroughbred horse. All thoroughbred horses today can have their lineage traced back to 3 original Arab stallions, and those stallions had really fascinating stories. And when I was doing the research about these stallions, I started to look at the matrilineal line, to look at the mares, and found it much more difficult to find their names and their histories. So this poem that I'd like to read for you now is, I suppose, at least in part a response to that. And it's called Mare. I am not an obedient or dutiful woman. I never come when I'm called. When I'm hungry, I eat. When I'm thirsty, I drink. But I'm thinking of the herd of horses kept from water for 3 days, then released. The stampede to the river to be slaked at last. I'm thinking of those 5 mares who, when the prophet sounded the battle horn, the call to war, turned back despite their thirst. These are the foundation mares, the daughters of the wind, that bred the 12 royal mares that bred the winners, their genes splicing with the 3 stallions, faithfulness mingling with pride, duty with self-determination, perfect combination for passing the post first. I have dwelt in the small universe of the womb before the world, felt the power of the womb to expel into the first sorrow, the first joy, the abandonment of being, I have been the universe for you. The circle of the belly, the world, the life, the mystery of love. Have you ever heard the soft sound of a mare whickering for her foal? What whip will be laid to its back? What race will it win or lose? Scanned in full, month after month, her belly became heavier, swollen, until her teats began to fill and drip with milk. But as more time went by and no foal came, we saw it was a phantom that she'd grown, replacing the clustered beginnings she'd lost long ago. When most afraid for you, daughter, I think of her lost embryo. I'd take you back into myself, every cell, each chromosome. I'd have you back before birth, before conception, all your future still ahead. I'd hold you as an imagined thing, safe. And the last poem I'd like to read for you came out of something that happened when we were on holiday on Loch Earn, a place that I really love. It's so peaceful. This poem is called Apology to the Pike I Didn't Mean to Catch. Invited to throw a line into the water, I did, but honestly I never expected you to take the bait. Once you'd done that, I had no alternative but to reel you in. You fought, bending the rod right back onto itself, running for the reeds, thrashing against the insult of the hook, not giving in until exhausted, and even then. You smelt of river, dank and green and drowning. I saw your teeth. Our eyes met, predator to predator on the riverbank. My hands shook. Set again into the flow, you swam back to your proper place in the undertow. Thank you very much. It's been lovely to be able to read some poems. I hope you have enjoyed them. Thank you.